Welcome to Bamboo and Natives. At Bamboo and Natives, we sell bamboo. We used to have a lot of natives, but now it's strictly bamboo. We have over a dozen varieties. It's all clumping bamboo. We have short bamboo, tall bamboo, medium bamboo, blue bamboo, black bamboo, yellow bamboo with stripes, green bamboo with stripes. Whatever you like, we pretty much have it, whether it's for privacy or if it's for just a specimen plant because you'd love to see a beautiful big bamboo and watch it dance in the wind. This bamboo is called Malay or Taiwan variegated bamboo. It is a small bamboo, actually one of the shortest bamboos that I carry. The biggest one I've ever seen of this species was about 10 feet tall. It's a slow grower, but on the other hand, it's one of the few bamboos that you can grow in a pot. Now, it's a big pot, but most bamboo does not like pots. This one will do okay. This bamboo is cold hardy down to about 25 degrees. This species here is called dwarf Buddha belly. It's named that mostly because of the canes. You can see how they would resemble Buddha's belly. Now I trim these up to show these off. If this was not trimmed up, it would be green all the way to the ground. This bamboo gets about 15 feet tall, and by trimming it, I trim all the old canes out. I've actually had people ask me, what kind of a palm is that? Because there aren't really a lot of canes for the clumps, but it has a wonderful canopy on it. So anyway, dwarf Buddha belly. This bamboo here is called golden goddess or fern leaf. They are pretty much the same bamboo. It's all part of the multiplex group of bamboo, which includes golden goddess, fern leaf, Alphonse Carr, and Chinese goddess. This bamboo is just 1 year old. It was trimmed 3 times with a hedge trimmer, and it will grow up to about 15 feet. This is a very, very nice hedge because it doesn't have a huge footprint. It is manageable. You could cut it with the cheapest hedge trimmer you could find. The canes are small enough you could cut it with scissors. Take you a while, but you could cut it. Anyway, this is one of my most popular bamboos because of the way that it grows. Not in a hedge, it will grow up into a thick, bushy bamboo. Over here we have another 15-foot bamboo, a member of the multiplex group as the fern leaf. This one is called Alphonse Carr. It's very similar in growth, except that it has a yellow cane on it, yellow cane and green leaves. Left to its own accord, this will also grow into a regular bamboo plant. You do not have to cut it into a hedge unless you want to. Over here, this is called Chinese goddess. This is another one of the multiplex, and this has a more delicate leaf on it. It's a little slower growing and maybe only gets about 12 feet tall, but it makes a wonderful thick hedge. This row of bamboo right here is called Graceful Dwarf RG. Now, graceful bamboo is a very, very popular bamboo in Florida. It gets 25 to 30 feet tall. It's also called slender weaver. But a 25 or 30 foot tall bamboo is not for everyone. This bamboo here looks exactly like the graceful, except it only grows about 15 feet tall. Now, these were just put in as 3-gallon pots a few months ago, and they're already doing really well. And by the end of the summer, you won't hardly be able to see through these. Now, this bamboo, as with graceful, is not thick all the way to the bottom. In fact, it's what you think of, a lot of people think of when they picture bamboo. You have a cane and you have some leaves, and then when it gets up a little higher, then it blossoms out into a wonderful canopy. It has a small footprint on it, so it isn't going to be a huge clump, and this will work in just about any size of the yard. This row right here is called ladyfinger bamboo. The true name of it is Bambusa Richard Waldron, if you can believe that, but ladyfinger is what most people know this by. It has very thin canes, it has nice large leaves on it, it gets about 12 feet, maybe a little bit taller, but not much. It can place close together, it can make a beautiful screen, or as an accent plant in your yard. It's just absolutely gorgeous bamboo, and they all grow pretty quickly. Oh, by the way, both this bamboo and the dwarf graceful are cold tolerant down to about 18 to 20 degrees. Here we have an example of a medium-sized bamboo. This bamboo is called green jade, or Boniopsis. It grows about 20 feet tall. This is mature. It was hit pretty hard by the hurricane. However, nothing fell over, and the leaves are all starting to come back very nicely now. It has a small footprint area, so it doesn't take up a lot of ground. And it makes a wonderful privacy bamboo with dark green canes, and even some variegation in those new canes that come up. This right here is called Asian lemon. This is another medium-sized bamboo. This will get anywhere from 25 to 30 feet tall. Has a beautiful yellow cane with green stripes on it. It's thick and bushy and makes a great privacy hedge. You don't really have to do anything to it as far as trim. Just keep it watered, and in a couple of years you'll have yourself a beautiful privacy barrier with yellow cane bamboo. That's Asian lemon. This right here is tropical blue bamboo, also known as chungi. This is a tall bamboo. It has bluish canes, which these are kind of white, but it is a gorgeous bamboo. It gets about 50 feet tall, and it really does have blue canes. This is one that you want to have room when you plant it, because even though it's clumping, it takes up a pretty good spot. Very, very popular. Right here we have a row of timber bamboo. It's called Old Hammy. gets up to about 4 inches in diameter, the canes, and about 50 feet tall. It is a pretty fast-growing bamboo. These have only been in the ground less than 2 years. So you'll have 50 feet bamboo within 3 or 4 years. It is easy to take care of. It doesn't have as big of a, even though it has big canes, it's not a huge footprint on it and won't take up all the space in your yard. It's a straight bamboo it's nice and green with broad green leaves on it. This bamboo here is called emerald. This is similar to graceful, except that it's a larger bamboo. It has not so many leaves down below, but it forms a beautiful canopy up above. It is a very, very majestic bamboo. Will get about 50 feet tall. It shoots rather late in the year, so long about November you'll have a dozen new shoots come up that are just absolutely beautiful. Okay, and this is our flagship plant here. This plant is called Sea Breeze Bamboo. It has all of the redeeming features that a lot of people are after. First of all, it is cold tolerant down to 18 degrees. It's salt tolerant. It is flood tolerant. It is the fastest growing bamboo that I have. This is 1 season's growth of Sea Breeze. Now, we're going to show you some more pictures of what it looks like when it gets bigger. It is I call it the American bamboo because it will give you instant gratification. You will have a hedge the first year that you plant it. Just make sure that you have room for it because it does get up to 40 feet tall and pretty thick. So pick your bamboo wisely. This is a 2-year-old Sea Breeze that has been trimmed. Now, the first year we trimmed it, it was pretty easy. The second year, the canes were at least 25 feet tall, and it was a real challenge, but we cut them off. Now, after it's trimmed the second time, something happens to these plants to where they don't send up the giant canes as much. They send up more smaller canes, and you can actually hedge this into a huge privacy barrier if you wanted to. It's a lot of work, but just to let you know that this can be maintained at a shorter height. This too is Sea Breeze. This is Sea Breeze that has not been trimmed, has not had anything really done to it, and it is about 40 feet. If this takes about 3 years to get to this height. This bamboo is about 5 years old, and it made it through the hurricane without even a hitch. Not one of these Sea Breeze uprooted during the hurricane. These two plants here are immature. They've been in the ground for about a year. This is called green asper. This is a commercial bamboo that some orange farmers are growing since they're having so much trouble with citrus greening and psyllids and stuff that happen. This has a choice edible shoot on it and is highly prized in Asian cooking. It also, ironically, has one of the highest tensile strength of any bamboo. The problem is, this is the United States, and we don't have much of a call for bamboo for construction. But it's a big bamboo, will grow up to 50 feet tall with choice edible shoots. This bamboo here is known as Black Timor bamboo. It's a clumping bamboo, as all of my bamboo is. It gets beautiful black canes on it. It is a slow grower, in so much as you'll probably get 3 or 4 new canes this year out of it, but it will eventually get up to 50 feet tall. It is a wonderful bamboo, a real showpiece to have in your yard. It is cold sensitive. It does not like to be go down much below 30 degrees, but it's really worth the trouble to have. And what we have here is a large 15-gallon pot of Graceful bamboo. Graceful, as I have said in other videos, is a very popular bamboo in Florida. It is a mid-sized bamboo, gets 25 to 30 feet tall, has a small cane on it with scant leaves at the bottom and a real beautiful canopy starting about breast high. It's also known as slender weaver, and it's a great bamboo because it doesn't take a huge footprint to grow it. Once these plants get in the ground, they will double within just a couple of months. Not everybody wants the same kind of bamboo for their lot. It's all clumping bamboo. Clumping bamboo means that it stays in one place and doesn't send out runners. So you don't have to put any kind of protection around it. It will stay right where you plant it. The clump just gets a little larger every year. Now, not all the clumps are the same size. Some clumps are larger than others. And some bamboos are larger than others. If you have a quarter-acre lot, maybe it's not the best idea to put 50 bamboos on there that will get 50 feet tall, because after a couple of years, you'll wonder where your house is. But, so we have bamboo for every purpose. Small bamboo is to 15 feet. Medium bamboo is 20 to 30 feet. And the tall bamboo is tall, some of it up to 50, 60 feet. To find us, our website is bambooandnatives.com. Our email, bambooandnatives@gmail.com. Our phone number is 941-875-5657. We are open every Saturday 10 to 2, as well as any day by appointment. So give us a call. We accept check, cash, and credit cards.